Yamuna Tiravanachari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hari, Jai Sachinandana Gaura Hari. Patita Pavana Gaura Hari, Patita Pavana Gaura Hari. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jai Jai Gurudev, 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 Gurudev. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajaka Chajja Ashtottara Satishi Srimad Bhai Charana Arvinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Samagata Bhakti Vrinda Ki Nitai Gaur Premanande.
Hare Krishna. Today we are very, very fortunate that today amongst us we have Srila Prabhupada's glorious disciple, His Grace Sarvdrik Prabhuji. Let's welcome Prabhuji by chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Prabhuji is a very prolific speaker, very, very advanced devotee, one of the stalwart disciples of Srila Prabhupada. And often we get mercy of Prabhuji and we request Prabhuji that at least once a month we would invite Prabhuji to come here and bless us with Hari Katha from his glorious mouth. And today we are really honored and blessed by his very presence. That way we request Prabhuji to please bless his ignorant children over here in Dwarka. His Grace Sarvdrik Prabhuji ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. और जो भक्त हिंदी अनुवाद चाहते हैं, हिंदी ट्रांसलेशन, तो पीछे जो है डिवोटी ट्रांसलेट करेंगे. तो प्लीज़ हमारा वहाँ जो जिनको अंग्रेजी समझ में नहीं आती, तो अगर ट्रांसलेशन सुनना चाहे पीछे आ सकते, बाकी जो है लेकिन लिसन टू प्रभु जी. हरे कृष्णा.
You'll translate, Prabhu? Who will translate? On backside?
Yes.
Okay, so speak slowly. Speak slowly.
As you desire.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayat. This morning we're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 3, beginning with text 10. Is that right? Or text 11. 11, 12. I'll read the Sanskrit text 11 and 12, and we can chant responsively. Text 13. Shambaram Devidam Ghanam Muram Balbalam Evacham Anyanscha Dantavakrajin Avadit Kams Jaghatayat. O kings, of kings like Shambara, Dvividha, Bhana, Mura, Balvala, and many other demons such as Dantavakra. Some he killed himself, and some he caused to be killed by others. Hatate Bhratriputranam Pakshayo Patitam Nripam Chachalabu Kurikshetram Yesham Apatatam Balai. Then over Dura, the Lord caused all the kings, both the enemies and those on the side of your fighting nephews, to be killed in the battle of Kurukshetra. All those kings were so great and strong that the earth seemed to shake as they traversed the warfield. Sakarna Dushanam that's not done. Sakarna Dushana Sambhalanam. Sakarna Dushashana Sobhalanam. Is that in? There's a typo here. Kumantram Paka Hatashayayusham. Sayodhanam Sancharanam Shayanam. Magnoram Urvyam Nanananda Pashyan. Sakarna Dushashana Sobhalanam. Kumantapakena Hatashayayusham. Sayodhanam Sancharanam Shayanam. Magnoram Urvyam Nanananda Pashyan. Sakarna Dushashana Sobalanam. Kamantapakena Hatashayayusham. Sayodhanam Sancharanam Shayanam. Magnoram Urvyam Nanananda Pashyan. Manasudashana Sobalanam. Kumantapakena Hatashayayusham. Sayodhanam Sancharanam Shayanam. Magnoram Urvyam Nanananda Pashyan. Sakarna Dushashana Sobalanam. Kumantapakena Hatashayayusham. Sayodhanam Sancharanam Shayanam. Magnoram Urvyam Nanananda Pashyan. Sakarna Dushashana Sobalanam. Vakena Hatashayayusham. Udhanam Sancharam Shayanam. Magnoram Urvyam Nanananda. Vaishnavis. Sakarna Dushashana Sobalanam. Kumantapakena Hatashayayusham. Yodhanam Sancharanam Shayanam. Urvyam Nanananda Pashyan. Sakarna Dushashana Sobalanam. Hatashayayusham. Suyodhanam sancharanam shayanam Anam Sa, he, the Lord, Karna, Vishashana, Sobalanam, Sobala, Kumantapakena, by the intricacy of ill advice, Hatashriya, bereft of fortune, Ayusham, duration of life, Sayodhanam, Duryodhana, Sa anucharam, with followers, Shayanam, lying down, Bhagna, broken, Urum, thighs, Urvyam, very powerful, Na, did not, Nananda, take pleasure, Pashyan, seeing like that. Translation: Duryodhana was bereft of his fortune and duration of life because of the intricacy of ill advice given by Karna, Vishashana, and Sobala. When he lay on the ground with his followers, his thighs broken, although he was powerful, the Lord was not happy to see the scene. Duryodhana was bereft of his fortune. We do this? I say, you say, you do that? Is this how you do it here? I say, you say? Okay. Duryodhana was bereft of his fortune and duration of life because of the intricacy of ill advice given by Karna, Vishashana, and Sobala. When he lay on the ground with his followers, his thighs broken, although he was powerful, the Lord was not happy to see the scene. Report by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. The fall of Duryodhana, the leading son of Dhritarashtra, was not pleasing to the Lord, although he was on the side of Arjuna, and it was he who advised Bhima how to break the thighs of Duryodhana while the fight was going on. The Lord is constrained to award punishment upon the wrongdoer, but he is not happy to award such punishments, because the living entities are originally his parts and parcels. He is harder than the thunderbolt for the wrongdoer, and softer than the rose for the faithful. The wrongdoer is misled by bad associates and by ill advice, which is against the established principles of the Lord's order. Thus he becomes subject to punishment. The surest path to happiness is to live by the principles laid down by the Lord, and not disobey His established laws, which are enacted in the Vedas and the Puranas for the forgetful living entities. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharane Nivishesha Shanyavari Paschacha Deshatarame He Guru Gyanadadina Bandho Swananda Datak Kurane Kasindho Vrindavana Sine Hitavatara Prasida Radha Panaya Prachara Nama Shishtam Manumapi Sachi Putram Atra Sarupam Rupam Tasya Gajamurapuri Matarim Goshtavatim Radha Kundam Girivaram Maho Radhika Madhavasam Prapto Yasya Pratita Kripaya Shri Gurum Tam Natosmi Ajanulambita Bhajo Kanakavadato Sankirtanaika Pataro Kamalaya Taksho Vishwambharo Dujabharo Jagadharma Palo Mande Jagat Priyakuro Karunavataro Mande Nantad Bhutashvayam Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhum Nichopi Yat Prasadit Sad Bhakti Shastra Pravartaka Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Vancha Kalpatrubhishta Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Gaur Bhaktavinda Ki Jai. Srila Prabhupada makes some important points in this verse. First thing is that even though he instructed Bhima how to kill Duryodhana by breaking his thighs, still he's not happy. Duryodhana had blessing from his mother that she was tapaswini. She kept her eyes covered and she became very, very powerful. She's described in Srimad Bhagavatam as tapaswini. So when she uncovered her eyes and glanced at Duryodhana, his whole body became like steel. And Duryodhana and Bhima were fighting back and forth. No one was winning. But when he came before his mother in that situation, he covered the lower part of his body out of modesty. So that part of his body remained vulnerable. And the Lord advised Bhima, you hit him here. This, of course, is against any religious principle, Kshatriya principle of fighting to hit below the belt. But Krishna, even though he advised him like that, he still feels compassion and feeling, even for Duryodhana, who tried to kill Bhima. They gave him poison. Bhima loves to eat, so they laced his food with poison, and when he was unconscious, they threw him in Ganga, hoping to kill him. By the conspiracy, they tried to kill Pandavas in a house of lac. They tried to disrobe Draupadi. They're offenders in a dozen different ways, but still Krishna is feeling compassion for him, even though they're attacking his beloved Pandavas. They're attacking Pandavas, but still Krishna is feeling some compassion even for Duryodhana. And why is that? Because he's part and parcel of Krishna. Bhagavad Gita says, Mavayamsho jiva loke jiva bhota sanatana manashastan indriyani prakriti stani karshati. Every living being is his part and parcel. So he feels compassion even for Duryodhana. What to speak of what he feels for his devotee. And this is the many things in Mahabharata where Krishna shows favoritism towards his devotee. He could have allowed the fight to go on. Okay, let the best man win. Whether it's Bhima or Duryodhana, I'm equal to everyone. He says in Gita, Samoham sarvabhuteshu nami bhakta nami dveshyosti napriya ye bhajanti tamam bhaktya mayite teshu chapyaham. He says, I'm equal to everyone. No one is my enemy, no one is my friend. I'm equal to anyone. But mayite teshu chapyaham, whoever serves me in devotion, Krishna cannot be equal to that person. It's impossible for him to be equal to that person. Krishna is famous as Bhakta Vatsal. He's not famous as Yogi Vatsal, Karmi Vatsal, Jnani Vatsal. He's famous as Bhakta Vatsal. In our community, I was living in an ISKCON farm community for 10 years. One devotee's cow had a small calf. So the devotees all gathered together. They garlanded the calf, put some tika, had a little kirtan. Welcome to the world, welcome to Krishna's family. So the cow was on one side of the fence, the calf was on the other side of the fence. And a little dog came up, a little lap dog, a little tiny dog, He wanted to see the calf. And when the mother cow saw the dog approach her calf, she almost broke the fence, thinking that her calf might be harmed by this small dog. Such is the affection mother cow has for her calf. So calf is called Vatsa. So Krishna is Bhakta Vatsal. He has that much affection, extreme affection for his devotee. So ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya. So even though he says, I'm equal to everyone, I don't know one is a particular object of my favor, no one is a particular object of my disfavor, but for someone who worships me, ye bhajanti, who worships me, I cannot remain equal. This is the Lord's favor to his devotee, because devotees are so dear to the Lord. He cannot remain neutral. When the Chatusan Kumars came to the gates of Vaikuntha and desired to enter and were stopped by Jai Vijay, a big disturbance took place. Lord Vishnu appeared on the scene personally, said, "What's going on?" Then when he understood that his devotees had become insulted to instruct Jai Vijay, he said that if my arm offends my devotee, I will cut off my own arm. Such is the intensity of feeling the Lord has for his devotee. And if we look throughout Mahabharata, Mahabharata is full of examples where Krishna showed his favoritism towards the devotee. Although he says, "I'm equal," he shows favoritism to the Pandavas time and time again. Like when Durvasa Muni came to the ashram of the Pandavas, sent there again by Duryodhana, Mr. Troublemaker Duryodhana. Just to give the Pandavas trouble, he told Durvasa Muni, "You go there and eat. They'll take very nice care of you. They'll feed you very nicely." But he knew that they would be unable to accommodate Durvasa Muni and his 10,000 disciples if Kunti had eaten. If Draupadi had eaten. So to give them trouble, he sent Durvasa. Draupadi had already eaten, and what to do? The Pandavas are in a very difficult situation. So Krishna said, "You go and take bath, and they will feed you very nicely in your absence, after you come back, after having taken bath." So they came back, and they actually never came back. They're taking bath, and all of a sudden they're feeling completely satisfied because Krishna took one small scrap of sabji, put it in his mouth, and they were completely satisfied. When Jarasandha was fighting with Bhima also, Jarasandha is also part and parcel of the Lord. He showed favoritism to Bhima again. They're fighting, no one is winning victory, so Krishna took a piece of grass, said like this. So Bhima took one leg, took the other leg, and ripped him back in half because Jarasandha was joined in the middle by the witch Jara. Another example how Krishna is showing favoritism to his devotee. This is Krishna, and many examples are there in Bhagavad Gita. This series of verses, next verse says in Bhagavad Gita, "Apichat sudaracharo bhajate mama nanyabhak sadareva samantavya samyak vyavasito hisa." That even if one commits the most abominable activity, if he is my worshipper, I excuse him. I still consider him sadhu. Sadhu eva samantavya. Next verse says, "Kipram bhavat dharmatma sasvashtamti naganstiti konteya patijanihi nami bhakta pranashyati." Again, Krishna is showing his favoritism. That declare it boldly that my devotee will never perish. Krishna may change his point of view. He may go back on his word. He also said that he'll not fight in the battlefield. Another example where Krishna said, "I'll not fight in the battlefield." There was a choice between Arjuna, who chose Krishna, Duryodhana chose Krishna's army. This is the mentality of a materialistic person. They want the opulence of Krishna, but they don't want Krishna. They want Ram Raja, but they don't want Ram. So Duryodhana said, "Give me your army." And Krishna said, "Fine, you take my army." And Arjuna was offered that I'll be on your side, Arjuna, but I'll not fight. You have my promise, I'll not fight. This is no small thing for Kshatriya. Krishna was showing Leela within the family of Kshatriya. So to make a promise and to break a promise was a very heavy thing. So he promised, "I'll not fight." But when Arjuna was attacked by Bhima, because they criticized Bhima, that you're not, because of your love for Pandavas, you're not fighting full force, you're not giving your full effort, you really don't want to kill the Pandavas. So Bhishma took offense, said, "Yes, today I will kill Arjuna." So he was fighting so ferociously, Arjuna was practically killed. The chariot became stuck, and Krishna took up a wheel. Even though he promised, "I'll not fight," he took up a wheel and attacked Bhishma to protect his devotee. When Karna's wheel, when his chariot got stuck, and he got off his chariot, he's trying to extract his chariot from the mud. Krishna told Arjuna, kill him. Again, completely against the principles of Kshatriya Dharma. He's not on his chariot, he's unarmed. Still Krishna told Arjuna, you kill him. Why? Because Karna was more powerful than Arjuna. He had the power to kill Arjuna. But Konteya patijanihi nami bhakta pranashyati. Krishna will always protect his devotee. He told Arjuna, you say this. Because Krishna several instances went against his own word to protect his devotee, in the interest of his own devotee. So there are many examples of this in Bhagavatam. So the soul, the Atma, is very dear to Krishna. Every living being is dear to Krishna, part and parcel. He says that he's the seed-giving father of every living being. So in one sense he's equal, but in another sense he can never be equal. This is Lord's affection for his devotee. So we can become enthused from this, showing this Leela that's shown here in Mahabharata and is spoken here by Srila Prabhupada, that if we take to Krishna Bhakti, that Krishna becomes so much favorable towards us. This is the power of Krishna Bhakti. Bhagavatam also says, na sadhyate mam yogo, na svatantra eva, na sankhya dharma eva, that I'm not controlled by yoga, I'm not controlled by Vedic study, I'm not controlled by austerity, I'm not controlled by dhan, but yata bhaktir mamorjita, I'm controlled by bhakti. Bhagavatam says in 10th canto that Krishna also has bhakti for his devotee. As we have bhakti for Krishna, Krishna has bhakti for his devotee. Baladev Vidyabhushan talks about how Krishna is like a diamond and the jiva is like a gold mounting. So gold mounting is beautiful, diamond is beautiful, but put together they're more beautiful. The diamond enhances the mounting and the mounting enhances Krishna, the diamond. So devotee enhances Krishna, Krishna enhances the devotee. Do we ever see any picture where Krishna's all by himself? He's always surrounded by devotees. This is one of the characteristics that distinguish him from other avatars of the Lord, other manifestations, expansions of the Lord. Krishna is surrounded by many, many loving devotees. So he is controlled by devotees. This is the most extraordinary thing. He says, Sadhavo hridayam mayam, sadhunam hridayam taham, mananyate na jananti, naham tebhyo managapi. When Durvasa Muni tried to murder Ambarish Maharaj, Ambarish Maharaj made a very small offense. He was fasting and he took some water before his guest Durvasa Muni was able to eat. Durvasa became very offended, thinking, I'm a great Mahayogi, Tapasvi, Sannyasi, and you are just a king involved in pounds, shilling, pence, taking care of the kingdom, you have your wives, your money, your treasury, just materialistic vishayi, materialistic man, and you've offended me. You've taken water before you've served your guest. He became so offended. He took hair from his body, threw it on the ground. Huge fire-breathing demon came out. But again, Konteya patijanihi nami bhakta panashyati. So the Lord sent his Sudarshan Chakra to protect the Lord, to protect his devotee, because of the offense made by Durvasa. He took charge of the well-being of his devotee, and after the demon was dispatched, that same Sudarshan began to chase Durvasa Muni all over the universe, all the way up to Vaikuntha. He fell at the feet of Lord Vishnu and said, please, protect me. Lord Vishnu said, I cannot, because you've offended my devotee. So this verse appears there in Srimad Bhagavatam, Sadhava Hridayo Mayam, that my devotee is in my heart. And I am in the heart of my devotee. I don't know anyone but my devotee, and the devotee doesn't know anyone but me. He says that I don't even have any independence. I'm completely controlled. Nasvatantra ivadvaja. that I'm controlled by my devotee. And this is the most extraordinary thing, how the infinitesimal soul, the tiny jiva, keshagra shatabhagasha shatada kopita 1/10,000th the size of a tip of a hair, is controlling the Supreme Lord from whom universes are coming. Yakaranarva jale bhajati smayogam nidyamananta jagananda saromakupa adhara shakti mevalambya param samurtim govindam adi purusham tamaham manjam. Millions of universes are coming from a portion of Krishna, Gopal. But the infinitesimal soul, atomic soul, has that much power over the Supreme Lord by love. This is the power of Krishna Bhakti. So he told Arjuna, Konteya patijani kipram bhavati dharmatma sasvashtantim nagachyati konteya patijanihi nami bhakta panashati. Next verse he says, Mam hi parthivya pashvatya yepisyu papa yoneya stayo vaishastata shudras tepi yanti param gatim. That is equal to everyone. Whoever takes shelter of him, regardless of their birth, can achieve the supreme destination. Krishna Bhakti is for all classes of human beings. Not even human beings, even we read in Shastra how even animals achieved liberation. Gajendra was liberated. Lord Chaitanya was feeding mango pulp to a dog. The dog's jumping in the air, catching the mango pulp. He jumps up one time, catches a mango pulp, and doesn't come down. Disappears. Back Vaikuntha jayenge. Back to Vaikuntha. So if animals can go back, what to speak of human beings by mercy of the Lord? He's completely open to anyone who takes up the process of Krishna Bhakti. Because this is our real business. It's who we are. We're Angsha of the Lord, eternally. Foolish Mayavadi types, they say, Aham Brahmasmi, that I am Brahman. And God is Brahman, so I am God. We're the same thing, so I am also God. This is like saying, Mr. Modi is an Indian. I am an Indian. I am Mr. Modi. It's foolishness. So they say, Aham Brahmasmi. Soham. I was talking to one lady. She said, I have this mantra, Soham. She's a nice lady. She's chanting Hare Krishna. She does seva. She's giving very nice donations for constructing our temples. But she has some guru who said, you chant this mantra, Soham. You inhale, Soham. Soham. I said, what does your mantra mean? I don't know. Do you know what it means? It means you think you're God. Are you really God? But they say this, Soham, Aham Brahmasmi, Shivoham. They say these mantras, it's all, what do you say in Hindi? Bakwas. It's all just empty words. Do something. What can they do? Krishna is maintaining millions of universes. Everything's coming from him. He says, Aham sarvasya prabhavo. I'm the source of everything that be. But they give some empty slogans, some empty mantras, and people follow them like anything. So do something. One time I was speaking Hindu temple. We have a very nice Gita Satsang program going on there. I asked for questions afterwards, and one man stands up and he begins rattling on about how he is Bhagwan. I said, oh, is it? You are Bhagwan. I'm so fortunate to be in your company, Bhagwan. So there was some flower petal on the floor. So I picked up flower petal like this. There's flower petal. So I picked up flower petal. I said, the Bhagwan I know is maintaining the sun, the moon, Jupiter, Venus, Mars, Mercury. All the planets are hanging in the sky by his power. This is just one flower petal. It's not very heavy. I'm going to let it go, and I would like you to please make this flower petal float. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. No? You want to try again? Let's try this. Okay, Bhagwan, let's try this again. They just speak, I'm Bhagawan. But do they have the power of Bhagawan? Do they have the beauty of Bhagawan? Do you have the fame of Bhagawan? This is the most unfortunate thing in your country, is producing another Bhagwan every week. Another Amma, another Swamiji, another Bhagwan. It's like Bhagwan factory. We have an answer for these people. That show your opulence. Krishna showed his universal form. One time, I met one hippie. So this hippie guy was saying, I am Bhagwan, I am God. Is it? So show your universal form. And he goes, this is your universal form? Sweat and blood and pus and skin and hair and fat. This is your people just talk. I am God. We have an answer for these people. Show your opulence. Show your godhood. Not just some empty mantra. So they say, Aham Brahmasmi, I am you. Devotee says, Aham Tavasmi, I am yours. 180-degree difference in consciousness. Not that I don't want to be you. Would Hanuman give up being Ram to become Ram? Would Sita stop being Sita to become Ram? Impossible. Hanuman tore up his chest, here is my Ram. And when he inquired from Sita, why you keep this red bindi, this kumkum on your forehead? She said, it is because it is pleasing to my Ram. So what did Hanuman do? He covered his whole body. That if this little bit is pleasing to Ram, I want to please Ram in the biggest way. He would never think, I will give up being Hanuman, the Ramadut, beloved servant of Rama, to give up my identity to become Ram? This is foolishness. Mavaivam so jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana. We're individual souls eternally. Liberation doesn't mean you give up your identity and merge into the impersonal absolute. Foolish Mayavadis say that our existence is like a pot. Inside the pot there is a quantity of air. Outside the pot there is a quantity of air. You break the pot and the air merges with the totality of air. Or if you take a teaspoon of water, seawater, you merge it in the ocean, it loses its identity, it becomes one with the ocean. But Krishna says, Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. We're Jiva eternally. Natvayavaham jatu nasam natam neme janadiva nachaiva na bhavishyama sarve vayam atak param. He told Arjuna, never there was a time when I did not exist, nor you, Arjuna, nor all these kings, nor in the future shall any of us cease to be. There's never a time we stop being Jiva, Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. The idea that the Jiva gives up his identity and becomes God is foolish. So we say, Aham Tavasmi, I'm yours. Tavasmi Radhika Nata, Karmana Manasa Gira Krishna Kante, Tavevasmi Yuvameva Gatirmama, Sharanam Vam Prabhonosmi Karuna Nikarakuro, Prasadam Kuru Dasyambo Mayu Dushte Paradani. That you please accept me. In Sri Vaishnavism they call this prapati. Surrender to the Lord. So we do this every day. We bow down, we pray, even though Mayi Dushte Paradani, I'm an offender, I'm imperfect, I have so many flaws, so many faults. We pray, you please accept me as your devotee. And this is what Krishna is saying in this last verse also. Mam hi partivya pashatya ye pisyu papayuna. Doesn't matter your birth. You come to me, tepi yanti param gatim, you go back to my kingdom of God. It's not that you have to become perfect, you have to have a high birth, you have to have good sanskars. And frankly, I'm proof. Born in Mlecha Desh, America, cow eaters, woman chasers, beer drinkers, pepperoni pizza eaters. Somehow or other, by the mercy of Vaishnavas, we come to this stage. Vaishnava Kripa. This is the mercy that Srila Prabhupada showered on the world. But some people think, no, I'm a Brahmin because my father is a Brahmin. You've probably heard, meet some of these people. I am Brahmin, why? My father is a Brahmin. But what kind of Brahmins do we see produced by that type of mentality? In 1974, I joined in Portland, Oregon. Portland is as the name suggests, is a port town. You can run a ship from the Pacific Ocean up the Columbia River, up Willamette River, and park the ship right in the middle of the city. So it was Janmashtami, and one ship by the name of Aradhana came to Portland, and the crew wanted to come and celebrate Janmashtami. So the captain of the ship and about 6 crew members came. Unfortunately, all the crew members were all drunk. So one man pulls out his thread, like, I'm a Brahmin. The poor man could hardly stand up, but he's saying, I'm a Brahmin. And in America we see so many people, they wear sacred thread, but they eat beef and drink alcohol. What is the use of being called Brahmin? Brahmin is janma by quality. Chaturvanyam maya shrishtam guna karma vibhagashaha. The vibhagasha is the divisions in human society are by guna and karma. There's no mention of janma. Narad Muni told Yudhishthira Maharaj, Yasya lakshanam proktam pungsam varna vyabanjakam yanatratrapi dushcheta tattainaiva vanirdishat. If someone has the qualities of a Brahmin, he is a Brahmin. If he has the qualities of a Shudra, he is a Shudra. But people think, because my father is a Brahmin, I am a Brahmin. And they give the argument, only a horse begets baby horses, only a rabbit begets baby rabbits. But they're looking at the whole thing from the material point of view, and they're unable to understand that the whole system is based on guna and karma. So I say to these people, my father was an orthopedic surgeon. Can I operate on you? I have not even read Gray's Anatomy. I have not been to medical school. But my father is a doctor, so I, by your understanding, should be able to operate on you because my father is a doctor. So do we become Brahmin, Kshatriya, Shudra, Vaishya by our birth? It's by quality. Everything is by quality. And people saying it's by birth has completely destroyed the principle of Varnashram. Because people lose respect. They say they're Brahmin, they're Kshatriya, but they're not engaged in the activities. Samodhamatava socham kantar arjavameva jnana vijnanam astikyam brahma karma sabhava. There's 9 qualities of a Brahmin. 6 activities. Yajan patan padan dana patigraha. That you study Shastra, you teach Shastra. You practice deity worship and you teach deity worship. You accept donations and you give donations. Where do we see that? Rather, the Panditjis in Kali Yuga, they're going around with their cell phone. And they're almost Swastino Govinda, Swastino Chudananda, Swastino Vasudeva Vishnu. I'm coming. Swastino Vasudeva Vishnu Dharatu, Swasti Sumangali. I'll be there 5 minutes. They make a business out of it. We're supposed to give benefit to society. And what is the highest benefit to society? To teach people what is the mercy of Lord Krishna, how understanding He is, how compassionate it is. Never mind that you're Sudaracharo, you make some mistake in your life. He simply sees, are you Ananya Bhak? Are you my unalloyed devotee? This is, and what to speak of Lord Krishna? How much more merciful is Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu. Parama Karuna Pahundri Jana Nitai Gaura Chandra Sava Avatar Sa Shiramani Kevala Ananda Kanda. Lochandas Thakur says. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Parama Karuna. Who can be more kind than Lord Chaitanya, Lord Nityananda? And Bhajo Bhajo Bhai Chaitanya Nitai Sudrada Vishvasakori. Just worship these 2 brothers, Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda. Don't think that perfection will not come to you. It will come. Sudrada Vishvasakori. Have this faith that all perfection will come just by chanting Krishna's holy name, taking prasad, associating with devotees, hearing, chanting, serving, and at the end of life we go back to Godhead. What can be easier? Kevala Ananda Kanda. Unalloyed. Easiness. Perfection comes so easy in Kali Yuga by the simple process we've adopted. But are we simply keeping it for ourselves? Shall we sit at home and chant japa? Now I'm liberated. I have my Sakshi Gopal, I have my mala, I'm taking prasad. Everything's good. We're not bhajananandis. We're goshtananandis. Not that we go and sit at Radhakund and do 1 lakh of nam, and now I'm Manjari. I'm a Manjari and you can be one too. We're very interested in preaching Krishna consciousness, because this is the process for getting the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. By preaching Krishna consciousness, we attract their mercy. Anya priyataro bhuvi. Priyatara means, priya means very dear. Priyataro means the most dear amongst dear people. That comes to us. We attract the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by preaching Krishna consciousness, by encouraging people. You please take this mala. Please take our book. Please come to our satsang. Come to our bhakti vriksha. Come to our mandir. Don't waste your life. By this, we attract the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yata yata gaura padaravindeya vindeita bhaktim krita punya rasi tatatu rutsarpati hridyakasmat radha padam bhoja sudhambu rasi. People want the highest perfection, Radha Dasyam. How will you get it? On the banks of Radhakund? Or will you get it in the midst of the big cities with the pollution, the cars and all this going on? People running here and there, chasing money, chasing sense gratification, chasing so many ephemeral things. How will we get mercy? By preaching Krishna consciousness, by serving Gaurnitai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, manifesting their mercy in the form of Sankirtan movement. He came for this purpose. Krishna Varnam Tusha Krishnam Sango Pangashta Parshadam Jagyai Sankirtana Prayar Yajanti Hi Sumedasa. That Lord Krishna comes, Krishna Varnam, 2 things. Means he's chanting the 2 syllables, Krishna, and he is of the Varna, of the category of Krishna himself. And he comes with Sango Pangrashta Parshadam. Krishna is famous for killing demons. Lord Chaitanya's associates are his astras. Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Prabhu, Gadadhar, Srivas. And what are they doing? Papi tapi jata chilo hari name udharilo tarar sakshi jagar madhai. They're simply elevating people. They're not killing the demons. They're killing demoniac mentality. So Krishna is feeling very kind here towards Duryodhana. But he's more kind as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Who can be more kind? Parama Karuna. He's not just killing the demons. The demons get liberation. Even Putana got liberation. She tried to kill Krishna. Imagine how kind is Krishna. No one's more kind than Krishna. She smeared poison on her breast and appeared just like goddess of fortune, Lakshmi. And the Brijbasi lady said, very simple, oh, you want to cuddle my Lala? Please take Lala. But she wanted to kill Krishna. This is also, in Mayavadi's bhakti is also Putana bhakti. They do bhajan, they do arati, they do namaskar, they worship the deity. But they want to kill Krishna because they think, I am Krishna. By perfection of my sadhana, I'll become Krishna. This is just a means to merge with the impersonal absolute. They say bhakti is very nice, but it is like a ladder. You put the ladder on the wall, when you cross the wall, you're done with the ladder, you kick it away. They're Putana bhaktas. So Putana wanted to kill Krishna. But how did Krishna take it? You're like my mother. You offer me your breast to feed me. Therefore I give you liberation. Never mind you tried to kill me. You're like my mother. So who can be more kind than Krishna? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is even more kind than Krishna. Mercy incarnation. When the Lord wants to show his opulence, he comes as Rama. If he wants to show his beauty, he comes as Krishna or Vamandev. If he wants to show his anger, supreme anger, he comes as Narasimha. But when he wants to show his supreme mercy, Parama Karuna, he comes as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we're followers of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and if we want his mercy, we do the same thing he came to do. Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Panashanam. The whole end of this Bhagavatam, The last verse in Bhagavatam tells us that Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam. Do Harinam Sankirtan. Jagyai Sankirtana Prayar Yajanti Hi Sumedasa. Do this Nam Sankirtan. And who is able to do that? Sumedasa. Someone who's got sufficient brain substance. But even if someone doesn't have sufficient brain substance, we have to rack our brain how to engage them. Because a devotee, someone who'll come to this mandir, will take this experience, mandir experience home and chant japa, offer their food, live a strict life. They're rare people. Devotees are rare people. Manushyanam sahasreshu kasya jatati siddhaye yatadamapi siddhanam kasyan mam veti tattvata. Krishna says 1 in 1,000 people will even ask the relevant questions of human life. Who am I? Most people don't even ask. You ask someone, who are you? I'm Hasmukh Patel. No, that's your name. Who are you? I'm the wife of Smita Ben. No, she's your wife. That's not you. That's your relationship. Who are you? Well, this is Mita, Gita, Sangita. They're my daughters. That's your family. Who are you? They don't even think. Most elementary question of life. Who are you? They think, I'm Indian, I'm American, tall, short, skinny, fat, old, young, smart, dumb. They define themselves in terms of a lump of flesh. This is ignorance. And the most people of the world are simply ignorant donkeys. Yasyatma buddhi kunape tvidatu ke swadi kalatradishu bhoma injadi yatirta buddhi salilena karijat janesha bigeshu sa eva gokara. They're like cows and donkeys because they think this bag, kapapitavayu, is me. This is gross ignorance. So what to do for those people? Devotee is rare. Only 1 in 1,000 will ask relevant question. If you take 1,000 of those people, jnanis, only 1 becomes a devotee. Devotees are jewels. Most rare, fortunate people. Krishna calls them Sudurlabha Mahatmas. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantascha dridad britaha namashantascha man bhaktya nitya yukta upasate. They're engaged always in Krishna's service. Mahatma is not a rubber stamp. Mahatmanasta pamparta daivim prakriti mashrita. They take shelter of Krishna, daivi prakriti. They engage constantly in his service. Who will do that? Only the most rare Mahatmas. Vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha. Devotee is most fortunate, rare soul, because we've taken to Krishna Bhakti. But are we selfish? We're all sitting here today, each and every one of us, because some devotee showed us mercy. They said, come to our mandir, come to our Bhakti Vriksha. Please read this book, take this mala, take prasadam. How do we reciprocate that mercy that was shown to us? If we don't reciprocate that mercy by giving it to someone else, we're simply ungrateful. We have to show gratitude to the mercy we've received by giving it to somebody else. We are Goshdhananandis. We want to see this temple packed with people. Thousands of people coming for kirtan, for prasadam, for pravachan, for darshan, to take Prabhupada's books, to take the experience home, to take a japa mala home and chant Krishna's name and make their life perfect. We're not self-satisfied. We're satisfied to see other people satisfied. And this is the process for attracting the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and all our acharyas. Srila Prabhupada left heaven, Radha Damodar Mandir, all the Goswami temples, especially at that time. Now it's become a very different scene. First time I went to Vrindavan, it was just a small dusty village. Now it's full of monkeys, full of tourists. Jamuna Expressway is bringing thousands of people. Let's go take Aloo Paratha and Monkey Bihari. Done. But they won't hear from the people staying in Vrindavan. They won't hear from the sadhus. So at that time, Vrindavan was very, very sanctified place. Still sanctified, but not so covered as it is today. So Srila Prabhupada left that place, Radha Damodar Mandir, the center of the spiritual world, to come to hell, Lower East Side, New York City, full of drug addicts, alcoholics, prostitutes, thieves, murderers. He left heaven to come to hell. Why? So we could sit here together today. So if we appreciate that, if we have gratitude for for the sacrifice he made, shall we not try and do the same thing for somebody else? If we do that, that will attract the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Radha Padam Bhoja Sudambu Rasi, we get the highest achievement in life, to become humble servant of Srimati Radhika. This is the highest achievement. And you're not going to get it sitting in the bank of Radhakund doing Nam. Maybe some rare soul can actually do it. For the most part, they're simply cheating. I had personal experience. When Baba was very friendly with ISKCON devotees, and he would show devotees around in the early days, 1976, early 70s. His name was Krishna Das Babaji, not Prabhupada's exalted godbrother, Krishna Das Babaji Maharaj. They used to call him not Kashmiri. Anyway, he had some other title from where he was, the Kashmiri Baba or something. So we stayed there one night, Radhakund. He put us up gave us some blankets, and we stayed up on the top of the roof. So we came next morning, and here's his ashram. He's there by himself with 3 or 4 women. Is this Babaji life? He's staying with 3 or 4 women. He's a very nice man, very fortunate man to be living at Radhakund. But this isn't our conception of perfection. Our conception of perfection is to come to the most populated, difficult places to live, where the most people are, where there's the most congestion, to preach Krishna consciousness. And in this way, attract the mercy of the Lord. He's so merciful we can't understand. Inconceivably merciful. He's merciful here in this purport to even Duryodhan. He's feeling sorry for Duryodhan, even though Duryodhan created so much trouble for his beloved devotees, the Pandavas. How much affection Krishna has for the Pandavas. There's whole Mahabharata is about how much Krishna loved devotees, how much devotees love Krishna. So even though Duryodhan was so offensive to Lord's beloved devotees, the Pandavas, still the Lord is feeling some pity for him. In material consciousness, oh good, kill him, fine, done. He deserved it. Krishna is showing compassion, even for Duryodhan. How much compassion, how much love, how much mercy is available to us if we become his devotee. And how much more mercy is available if we try and present the process of Krishna Bhakti to somebody else. Anya priyataro bhuvi. Krishna says there's no one more dear to me than that person. So we have to be that person in someone else's life and bring them to the shelter of the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, Srila Prabhupada and our acharyas. That is the purpose of this ISKCON society. That's why we're building temples like this. We're spending crores of rupees to build temples for a place to live, for a place to preach Krishna consciousness, to wake people up. Jiv Jago. Life isn't meant for chasing pieces of paper, pink paper, brown paper, blue paper, yellow paper. Life is for chasing Krishna, for getting mercy from Krishna, for getting mercy from Vaishnavas. And if we do that, our life becomes perfect, and the people we associate with will also become perfect by chanting Krishna's holy name. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Does anyone have any comment or question? Or if I made any mistake? I've become old now. My memory is not very good. It's fading. Actually, I'm just inspired by Moga Leela Prabhu. I've been seeing some of his present. He's like slashing the demons. Hundreds of these. We say, pull out a thorn with a thorn, right? The whole world's addicted to this YouTube, WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, all these things. So we use this. These media are dragging people to hell. So we'll also be there, and we'll pull out a thorn with a thorn. They're being pierced by materialistic consciousness, so we'll pierce them back harder and present Krishna consciousness in the media. Such nice service, Prabhuji. I'm sorry, your question.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for giving wonderful class and also conclude very nicely. So my question, as you discussed in your lecture that Radhakund Babaji's, they are performing and they are Bhajananandi and we are the Goshthanandi. So my query is that they say normally that this is Kali Yuga and if you will not preach, but automatically this Nam Sankirtan will spread. And so we should have, and this is also gone karma according to Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, this gone karma, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and spread that main, we should realize the main karma. So Manjri Bhav, and as you kindly so explain this.
So what is your question?
My question is because they are saying this, if you will not preach, it will automatically spread, and so we
How
should
will
consider.
it automatically spread? It's like saying Rajbhoga offering will automatically cook itself. Is it? The puris will fry themselves, the rice will cook itself, the sabji will cut itself and cook itself. Someone has to do it. Someone has to take the effort in doing it. It won't happen all by itself. Devotees make it happen.
Yeah. So they said, Prabhuji, that we should concentrate on main karma, not gone karma. So main karma, according to Chaitanya Charitamrita, main karma is to just realize the Manjri Bhav, and so as you...
Srila Gorkishore Das Babaji Maharaj said that we will realize our Siddha Swarup in the syllables of the holy name. Not that someone puts a Kadasha Bhav on a plate and here, this is your eternal name, this is your dress, this is your seva, this is your husband, this is your family. Okay, yesterday you were just an ordinary person and now you're Manjari. Is it? One of my unfortunate godbrothers got involved with these people and they told him, your Nitya Swarup is that of a peacock. So devotees found him in a closet practicing to be a peacock. Now, I'm making blanket statement. There are many saintly people, I'm sure, living in Radhakund. They will also get what they want. Yaya tamam prabhadante tam stataiva jamya. They will get what they want if they're actually following. There are many saintly people there. Prayana, actually Bhagavatam says this, Prayana, that there's many people Maunam charanti nijane soshanarti, that they are going to the Himalayas, they're giving up this life, but they're not interested in anybody else. They're not interested in the welfare of society. They're self-interested, they're selfish in their perspective of spirituality. So Radhakund, I'm sure there's many saintly people living there. I'm not trying to criticize any Vaishnava, but the point is, this is not the path that was shown to us by our acharyas and our sampradaya. One time Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur went to Radhakund. All the Radhakund Babajis said, now we're going to hear Rasa Katha. We're going to hear the real nectar. And they all gathered around, big festival. But what did he preach? Ishavasyamidam sarvam jatkincha jagatam jagat tena chaktena bunj. They thought, oh, this man is just a jnani. And they all left. Who is Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur? He's a participant in Krishna Leela, Nayan Manjari. Right, they're thinking, he is just a jnani. But how? It's instructive. How did he present Krishna consciousness? ABC. Sarvadhamam parachajam amekam ishvara sarvabhutan. He presented the basics of Krishna consciousness for the masses of people. We're interested in the masses of people, not the class. For the class, we have so many books. We have the most esoteric, informative shastra on the planet. But for the masses of people, we preach Bhagavad Gita. We do Nam Sankirtan. We distribute prasadam. We build temples. They can take their process. God bless you. We want Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. We want to become associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, following in the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Gorkishore. This is our parampara. Whatever you do is fine, but this is what we do. This is our interest. We're not diverted by any other thing. Okay, Prabhuji.
In past time of 4 Kumaras and Jai Vijay, so both were devotees. So one has to suffer, another is not getting any punishment. So how to understand this?
I'm not sure I understand your question.
This 4 Kumaras and Jai Vijay,
Okay.
both are devotees.
Yes.
So and both are engaged in service. Jai Vijay, they are engaged in their service of not allowing anyone who is not qualified to enter inside. So they were not at fault. So,
But you just answered your question, because they saw the 4 Kumaras as unqualified and they stopped them. This was their offense. Who are you? They didn't. This is Kanishta Adhikari. Natad Bhakteshu Chanyeshu. He can't identify who is a devotee and he doesn't know how to treat them. So 4 Kumaras are eternally liberated souls. And they're thinking, who are these little boys? Get lost. You can't come in. They made offense because they couldn't understand their exalted position. So we should take note, this is a whole discussion, but we should take note not to judge a devotee by externals, by his wealth, his social status, his ashram, his nationality, his birth. Haridas Thakur, they wouldn't let Haridas Thakur in the temple. Oh, he's Muslim, untouchable. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they wouldn't let him see Jagannath, but Jagannath himself would come to see him. So shall we think that Haridas Thakur is untouchable? Nasty Muslim guy. No, he's a great devotee. So be careful to judge a devotee based on externals. Other questions? Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So, Prabhuji, like nowadays we see there is so much distractions in the form of smartphones, social media, and in fact we have seen that it is seen that Maya has done revolution in her preaching, taking us away from Krishna. So, in this situation, how we can preach? It seems very difficult to preach.
Number one, if you're chanting japa, turn off your smartphone. Put it away, hide it, bury it, and chant your japa. Don't chant japa like this. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. This is namaparad. Second thing is that it's true. What the British couldn't do in 400 years, what the Mughals couldn't do in 800 years, this so-called smartphone is doing in a few short years in this country. It's brainwashing people very intentionally by teaching them this is the standard and what is true and what is desirable. Do you see any advertisement, for example, on these billboards of a lady wearing a sari, of a man wearing a dhoti and tilak? You see in a big dress. Or do you ever see a old lady with gray hair, missing teeth, and she's overweight? Buy our product? No, it's always some beautiful young thing wearing Western dress. And when people see this over Western, I think, I don't want. I want to fit in. That's what everybody's doing. It's like these young men. They cut their hair all the way around here, and they have this big thing on top, right? And it's cool. It wasn't always cool. It's fashion. So they think to wear a dhoti, you're a dinosaur. What's wrong with you? Or if a lady wears a sari, oh, that's for old ladies. No, this is the most aristocratic dress that serves society for millennia. Dhoti fits everybody. Tall man, short man, fat man, skinny man, one size fits everybody. It's cheap, it lasts a long time, so practical. It's comfortable in hot weather. Same thing with sari. One size fits everybody, it's attractive, it's chaste. But they reject this for showing off their body. Women have become a commodity in Kali Yuga, like a newspaper. You read it once, done, Throw it away. Get a new newspaper. Women are treated like this. Why? Because they've been brainwashed to think to become attractive I have to expose my body. During Srila Prabhupada's time, he said that when his mother would just go across the street to visit a friend, she would go in palki with curtains. This was how chaste, that standard of chastity at that time. What is it today? I was in Howrah station. They had a big flat screen TV. What's on the TV? A whole line of half-naked women dancing. 10 years ago, certainly 20 years ago, people would throw stones at it and tear it down. They wouldn't tolerate. But today, because it's constantly a constant barrage of these images, people think, oh, it's normal. And I'm not normal if I'm not like that. That is what this smartphone is doing. It's destroying, it's introducing poisonous, failed Western culture in your country. Western culture is a failure. America's full. President Trump called it, extreme emergency because of drug addiction. 72,000 people died of overdose of drugs in 2017. Add to that 80,000 people that died because of alcohol abuse, getting involved in auto accidents because they're drunk. 150,000 people every year die because of drugs and alcohol. Is this a symptom of a prosperous, satisfied society? It's a symptom of a failed society, and they want to export it all over the world to make Indians like dancing Western monkeys. And how is it happening? Through your cell phone. So be careful with your cell phone, especially brahmacharis. Be careful with your cell phone. I have one program on my cell phone, it's a panchang. It's a very nice panchang. So I'm looking, what is Titi, what is Vara, what is Sanjay, all these things. And there's an advertisement, an explicitly pornographic as advertisement, and I'm looking for my panchang. Be careful with your cell phone, because they want to brainwash you to think the goal of life is sense gratification. So we'll use these same things, as I was saying, Prabhuji here is fighting back. Use their Maya to fight Maya. So it's time to stop. Thank you for your kind attention. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.